Mines Rules 1955. The purpose of Mines Rule 1955, which covers health, welfare, records and register. IME का full form Initial Medical Examination, to be done for every person employed in the mine unless such medical examination has been done in preceding 5 years when he was employed in a different mine. Office in charge canteen means a person other than manager appointed by owner agent for compliance of provisions of canteen. Certifying surgeon means a QMP. Ordinarily employed means average number of persons employed per day in the mine or part of mine during the preceding calendar year. Who among is not holding position of supervision of management? Blaster. If a person is declared unfit in IME or PME, he can appeal to the manager for medical re-examination by AMD within 30 days of receipt of unfit medical certificate. The persons who are engaged in asbestos mine, the PME shall be done at least once in every 12 months. As per rule number 29K of Mines Rule 1955, Constitution of Appellate Medical Board shall consist of the following officers, namely: on 1 duly qualified medical officer employed in DGMS, 1 duly qualified medical officer nominated by CIM in constellation with a welfare organization set up by central government, 1 medical officer from a state or central government or government undertaking not below the rank of assistant civil surgeon, यानी all of the above. Identify from which department workmen's inspector is not selected to civil. What should be the minimum limit of experience for nominating a person as workmen's inspectors? To 5 years. No person shall act as a workman's inspector of a mine unless he possesses an overman's or foreman's certificate. If the numbers of persons are 3000 in the mine, then the number of workmen inspector is 3. In case of any urgent danger that comes to the notice of workman inspector, he shall inform to manager and the inspector about the same and also suggest remedial measure to avoid the danger. In case of any difference of opinion between workmen and owner agent manager, matter should be referring to Chief Inspector of Mines. The owner agent or manager shall take action on the report of workman inspector within a period of 15 days from the date of entry into the register. chairman nominated 5 number of official or competent person of the mines as per rule number 29U. The owner, agent or manager shall within a period of 15 days from the date of receipt of the recommendation of the safety committee shall indicate to the secretary to the safety committee the action taken to implement the recommendations. On open cast working, if 100 or more persons are employed, inspector may order in writing for supply of effectively cooled water by mechanical means. If drinking water is not provided from taps connected with consistent water supply system, it shall be kept cool in suitable vessel, and such vessels shall be emptied, cleaned and refilled every day. If the source of drinking water is not from a public water supply system, an inspector may order owner, agent or manager of the mine to submit certificate from a competent health authority as to fitness of the water for human consumption within least possible delay. Every person who suffers an injury during the course of work shall report for examination or treatment at the first aid room, hospital or dispensary as the case may be before leaving the mine, irrespective of first having been rendered at or near the place of work. The first aid station shall be provided at the top of every shaft, in every workshop, at every screening plant, loading place, at every other place, and in every open cast working where more than 50 persons are employed at any one time. What shall be the duty of the person appointed to be the in charge of a first aid station under rule number 42 of mine rule 1955? To see that the equipment provided at the station is kept in good order and that is replenished whenever necessary. To see that the equipment provided at the station is kept in better order and that is not replenished whenever necessary. To see that the equipment provided at the station is kept in best order and that is replenished in every month. All of the above. Which of the following category of work persons are bound statutorily to have first aid certificate and to carry first aid outfit while on duty in a mine? The shot firer. Which of the following activities comes under rule number 39 obligation work persons? No person shall intentionally misuse or damage the latrines provided either on the surface or underground. Provision of canteen comes under rule number 64 of Mines Rule 1955. A person other than manager appointed by owner or agent for compliance of provision of canteen is called officer in charge canteen. The compensatory days of rest to be allowed in any week to any person is 2. If number of employment ordinary is more than 2500 and additional welfare officer has to be employed, one for every 2000 or part. Number No person shall act as welfare officer of a mine unless he possesses a university degree, a degree or diploma in social science, a knowledge of the language of the district in which the mine is situated, to all of the above. Duties of welfare officers shall be: promote relation between employer and employees for better productivity and efficiency. A person below 18 years of age shall not work in any part of a mine unless he is an apprentice or a trainee, in which case he may be below 18 years but not below 16 years of age. Maximum maternity leave allowed is 12. The disability allowance payable shall be at the rate of 50% of the monthly wages. What is the maximum height of roof in case of flat rest shelter? 2.5 meters. Every canteen shall be situated not less than 15 meters from any latrine and urinal. The periodicity of whitewashing or color washing inside the room and passage of a canteen is once in a year. Every canteen shall be constructed in accordance with plan and specifications approved by the Chief Inspector of Mines or an inspector. The duties of workmen's inspector shall be both A and C, and in case of any urgent and immediate danger that comes to his notice, to inform the manager and the inspector and suggest remedial measure. C. To inspect all shafts, inclines, roads, workplace equipment including conveyance and transport of workers. Medical examination report fitness certificate is given in Form O. Choose the correct option. Drinking water provided above ground or in open cast workings shall be effectively cooled by mechanical or other means when more than 100 persons are employed. The floor area of the shelter should not less than 10 square meter. The height of the shelter should not be less than 2.5 meter. A scale of latrine accommodation shall be at least for every 50 females employed in mines at one time. Leave with wages are calculated in case of person employed above ground at the rate of 1 for every 20 days of work performed by him. A day under Mines Act is defined as a period of 24 hours beginning at midnight. Who appoints canteen managing committee, owner, agent or officer in charge of the canteen? Important Mines Rules 1955. Rule name and rule number. Initial and periodical medical examination 29B. Notice of medical examination 29D. Workmen's inspector 29Q. Duties of workmen's inspector 29R. Safety committee 29T. Composition of safety committee 29U. Functions of safety committee 29B. Quantity of drinking water 30. Storage of drinking water 31. Surface latins and urinals 33. First attestation 44. Person holding position of supervision or management TTC 46. Weekly day of rest 47. Notice regarding hours of work 48. Compensatory days of rest 49. Termination of employment 51. Register of leave with wages 53. Provision of shelters 62. Provision of canteen 64. Standards of canteen 65. Canteen managing committee 69. Welfare officers 72. Duties of welfare officer 73. Register of employees 77. रजिस्टर ऑफ डेली अटेंडेंस 77। तो दोस्तों ये वीडियो कैसा लगा ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और 1000 करने में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा भागीदारी लें और ज़्यादा लोगों को शेयर करें और सब्सक्राइब करने को बोलें। द माइंस एक्ट 1952 एक्ट में बी कॉल्ड माइंस एक्ट 1952. Mines Act comes into force on 22nd March 1901. In open cast working, if the depth of excavation is not exceed 6 meters, then Mines Act shall not be applied. Act not to apply any mine engaged in the extraction of Maram, laterite, limestone, all of the above. The notice to be given under section 25 when any person contracts a notified disease. Before commencement of any mining operation, notice is given to whom in which the mine is situated by owner, agent, manager, the chief inspector of mines, IBM, DM. Person ordinarily employed in a mine means the average number of persons employed per day during preceding calendar year. Agent means a person whether appointed as such or not, acting on behalf of owner, takes part in management, control, supervision and direction of the mine or any part thereof. A person is said to be employed in a mine who works as the manager or who works under the appointment by the owner, agent or manager of the mine or with the knowledge of the manager, whether for wages or not. Open cast working means any excavation where any operation for the purpose of searching for or obtaining minerals has been or is being carried on and includes all open cast working. Owner of a mine means any person who is immediate proprietor or occupier, liquidator or receiver, contractor or sub-lessee. Owner and agent shall be responsible for the financial provision in connection with compliance of a statute. Which section of Mines Act 1952 speaks about notice of certain disease? 25. Where any person employed in a mine contract any disease, the owner, agent, manager shall send notice to chief inspector. As per section 28 of Mines Act 1952, no person shall be allowed to work in a mine on more than 6 days in any 1 week. If due to any emergency the weekly days of rest cannot be given, it shall be given within 1 month as compensatory days of rest or the sum within next 2 months. According to Section 30 of Mines Act 1952, no adult employed above ground in a mine shall be required or allowed to work for more than 48 hours in any week or for more than 9 hours in any day. No person shall be allowed to work in a mine if he has already been working in any other mine with preceding 12 hours. No person below 18 years of age shall be allowed to work in any mine or part thereof. If any medical practitioner fails to send a report regarding any disease notified by him, he shall be punished with a maximum fine of ₹50. The laws framed for the operation of machinery or method of work is known as bylaws. No mine can be opened even for a single day unless a manager possessing the prescribed qualification has been appointed. The accident which results in death of one or more persons is known as fatal accident. A worker found medically unfit during occupational health survey conducted by an inspector under Section 9A shall be entitled to free medical treatment by the management with full wages, disability allowance at 50% of his normal if alternative employed is not immediately available. Alternative employment if after medical treatment he does not become fit for his original job. All of the above. Important Mines Act 1952 Act Section Facilities to be provided for Occupational Health Survey 9A. Certifying Surgeon 11 Section 11. Committees Section 12. Notice to be given mining operation 16. Duties and responsibilities of owners agent just 18. Drinking water 19. Notice to be given of accidents 23. Notice of certain disease 25. Weekly day of rest 28. Compulsory day of rest 29. Hours of work above ground 30. Night shift 32. Prohibition of employment 34. Notice regarding hours of work 36. Exemption from provision regarding employment 38. Employment of persons below 18 years of age 40. Employment of women 46. Annual leave with wages 52. Bylaws 61. Determination of honor in certain cases 76. Thanks for watching. Please share and subscribe to my YouTube channel.